Hey guys, Kev here, and I got another bougie knife from AJ. AJ went on a bit of a rampage at Blade Show, and I am living vicariously through him. So thank you, AJ. This is the one to rule them all. This is probably my favorite knife from Blade Show that I brought back. That's how much I like this. I do love that Maverick, though, so maybe I'm lying, but check this out. It's oh my god. It's just gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. So this is an L55FF. Stainless Damasteel, fat carbon blue zirconium with external pivot and collar. And it's designed by JVO. This is a Andre Thornburn custom. Although first impressions count, it's the last impression that lasts. So there you go. If you want to contact Andre Thornburn, comes in this pouch, got a little cloth and stuff. Really cool presentation. I like it. Now the knife. Holy shit. Okay. This thing is absolutely incredible. Hands down, the coolest goddamn thing I've seen in a long, long time. Super fidgety, actually. I do have one gripe with it, but I'll get into that. I think it's more of a personal preference thing and a learning curve thing, but we'll see. Just look at it. I mean, that is the first thing we should talk about. Just look at this gorgeous freaking knife. Now, this is the way the story goes. I was waiting. I met the guys, AJ and Brian, at Blade Show. They wanted me to take their stuff back because they were flying and I was driving. They're local buddies. So I met up with them and got their bags. And they were telling me what I heard was one of these knives was a $9,000 knife. So we get back to the Airbnb, me and the dudes I'm with, and we're like, damn, which one do you think is the $9,000 knife? And we go through all of them, and I'm like, geez, it must be this one. It's Zirc everything, fat carbon on the scales, engraving back here, in unbelievable blade. I'm going to go into the blade, but, so I'm like, yeah, this has to be it, right? This has to be the $9,000 knife. Well, they found out that was a miscommunication. They were talking about a David LeSpec knife that went for $9,000. So they didn't actually have a $9,000 knife. Those guys, they're poor, right? They only had a $3,800 knife. They didn't have a $9,000 knife. So that was the miscommunication. So this is not a $9,000 knife. This is, I think he said, $1,000, $1,300, something like that. Not ridiculous. So I want one. That's for damn sure now. But that was kind of funny. Now, one thing I want to note is these screws, let's zoom in, are absolutely friggin' tiny. I don't even know what that driver would be. That is not a T6. I mean, that's like a T4, man. I don't know what the hell those screws are. I don't even know if I have a driver that small. I'm not going to lie. I don't even want to grab my drivers to test it, to be honest. So I'm just going to trust my instinct and say that's a T6. And the rest is like T4. I don't know. That might not even be a T6. That could be a T5. Like, it's crazy. These South African makers do like small screws sometimes. Trevor Berger used to do it. Now he does like T10 and T8 and shit. It's great. Look at this thing. Just look at it. Won't you just look at it? Shout out to bees. This is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum here when we're talking about bees, but love the man. Got to meet him. Look at that centering's almost dead on. It might be slightly off to that clip side, but hey, I am one picky son of a bitch. Zirconium everything. Look at the milling on this clip. Just look at it. I'm just going to keep saying it. Just look at it. I mean, look at that ceramic ball. Oh my goodness. No tappy. One thing I want to note is how beautifully finished this Arctic fat carbon is. Most of the time when you get this type of fat carbon, and let me just grab an example. This is my Kvist Blade Works variant PE, and I'm not dissing this knife at all, but I got these scales. separately, and you can see the difference, right? You see how it's like shiny, it's almost like wet, and it almost has a gleam to it, like it has a coating over it. So I kind of feel like maybe he did coat it with something, like clear coat it, or he oiled the shit out of it. It just, I don't know, it feels different. This, you can feel some of the, I don't know, different layers. Just interesting when you look at this, or this, right? You see that in the light? Just look at it for a second. And this is gorgeous, I'm just saying. And then look at this. It's just different. There's something going on here. There's a finish. Some time was spent on this to make it finish differently, is all I'm saying. Then you have these bolsters. Absolutely stunning. Like, grab something here. Just beautiful. Look at that pivot. I mean, the craftsmanship here. That flipper tab is gorgeous. Got a hole in it. I don't know why, but hey. And then you look at the spine of the knife, and oh my goodness. This engraving, whatever you're going to call it, milling, I don't know what it is absolutely just next level, right? And then the only thing that's a little off is maybe this is a carbon fiber backspacer. I think it might have went a lot better if they had used a Arctic fat carbon piece, like an end cut piece in there. It would have matched really well with these edges. But they used carbon fiber. It's not, you know, it's contrast. Maybe they wanted it to match the Zirc or something. I don't know. Then maybe use Zirc. I don't know. It just looks a little off. That's all. That's really the only thing I can freaking gripe about on here. Now, the blade is Damasteel, and you'll see, you'll be like, what the hell did he do? Like, did he freaking mesh them together? Like, did he use two steels? How did he get it to be Damasteel here? Oh, keep touching the edge. Damasteel here and like satin here, right? Well, what he did was he polished the ever-loving shit out of it. That is Damasteel. If you get it in the right light, you can see underneath the original pattern, which is this. See it under there? I don't know if you can. I mean, it's incredible. In person, you can just make it out, but if you look at the spine, you'll see it. You see it on the spine? You can see that's the Damasteel all the way through. This is the Damasteel. It's insanity. There, I got you the right lighting. Look at that. The finish work is impeccable. It's a hollow grind, and dude, this thing is so thin. Man, this is going to be a great knife. Like, it's not just pretty, right? Let me zoom out, finally. This thing is a great knife. It feels so good in my hand. It really does. It's phenomenal in the hand. And then you have this beautiful sheep's footy type blade, right? Perfect for doing what I like to do. Now, the blade's a little long for that, size comparisons. I'll grab the Grimsmo Rask 3.5-inch blade. Probably going to be dead on. Yep. Almost identical in terms of size. Slide that up a little bit. There you go. Grimsmo Rask is about that size. Which means the Evo would be that size. There you go. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. I'm guessing the Jaeger would be that size. Yeah, Jaeger's a little smaller. I didn't know it was that small. Interesting. I mean, it's still not small, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, I think that's enough. So here's my one gripe is the detent feels a little light. But I think that's because it was meant not to be used like this. Now, it does work. You can do this, right? It was meant to use as a top flipper reach around. So you reach around. Oh, man, does it deploy when you do that. Just sun's out, guns out when you do that. So I think that's just a learning curve. You're not supposed, you can, of course, do this. But when you do that, it's not as satisfying. You're just like, okay, comes out, right? D10's kind of light. But, whew, reach around. You can also, yeah, don't say it, Kev. Oh, don't say it. Oh, don't say it. Oh, we got it. We got it. Let's try that again. Boom. I think it's repeatable. That time I knew I wasn't going to get it. Boom. Let's try it right-handed. It's probably easier right-handed because you're pushing off the D10. Boom. So you can flip this guy or flick this guy. The lockup is so good. Just beautiful. That titanium lock bar just slides over like butter. Like butter. Lockup solid. No play. Nothing. This thing is a beautiful knife. What's going on here? Hold on. There we go. I don't know what that was. It's probably me put my finger somewhere. You can see the action. It's not drop shut, but whew, it's close. And for a knife like this, I think it's perfect the way it is. You know what I mean? Just good. Just good. Look at this. Oh, this knife is absolutely a dream. Dude, I would be so proud. Did you hear that ting? Listen. Shh. Oh, my goodness. I would be the very proud owner of this if I was AJ. So, AJ, dude, you need to get this knife out of my hands because I'm going to just hide it and pretend it got lost. I'm kidding. I love this, dude. Great pickup. You really, really killed it. Your taste is impeccable, my friend. And you know what's funny? AJ always says, this is your fault. You got me into this. And I'm like, I did not get you into this. Like, I haven't even looked at a knife this good. Like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. Great pickup, man. Holy shit. I'm just in love with this thing. Right up here, it says ZE. I don't know. Oh, is it AE? Andre Thornburn. So maybe it's an AE custom, it says. Then it says IKBS, which is probably loose bearing. Ceramic. Nice. So, could I have done without the billboarding on this beautiful knife? Yeah, but they did it very nicely. So, man, that thing is getting me now. Woo! All right, I'm going to stop before I molest this any further. Andre, if you ever see this video, you are a goddamn master. You are unbelievable, dude. You've probably been at this a long time. I can tell, dude. Holy shit. Okay. I love you guys. I really appreciate AJ for letting me check this out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is this up your alley? Because it is right up mine. Would I ever dish out whatever it costs for this? If this thing is actually like $1,100 or something, hell yes. I would. Kidding me? Now, maybe it's like $2,400 and then I'm out. I just can't spend that on a knife. That's just a personal, like, I don't have the money kind of thing. Or I'd have to sell a few to buy it and then, you know, down good knives. I don't know. So, but it's totally worth whatever they're charging. I mean, this thing is worth $9,000 apparently. So, hey, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day and I will catch you later.